so fitting.
Good. Okay, good. So one of two things is going on. Either I am so good at what I do for a living.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, thank you. Hold that thought though, Erin. Hold that thought.
Or
At explaining quantum physics and consciousness, and nobody has any questions, and we can move on to the next iteration of this, or we have some stagnant energy going on, a lot of thinking, and some fears. So, I will not be insulted if you say it's the latter, because that's my opinion too. I think we need to, because I'm always like, what's your questions? What's your questions? And I think you guys can help me out. I think people, I don't know if I've scared the hell out of you. Like, don't tell a story. But I know people are like, I got a story to tell.
I ain't telling nothing.
I ain't saying nothing. But you know, you guys know each other now, and it's time to get into some questions. Of course, I cannot lie to you. If a story starts to bring the momentum down, I will stop it lovingly. But I think we have to get into some questions. The questions that I'm talking about, let me see if I can assist. And if we have to go into personal stories, we go into personal stories. The questions are, I have given a lot of information to you guys, and there are some intricacies that we can go over, and I want to start to hear where you're at, because it's great. I mean, you guys are offering each other lovely resources, books and videos and podcasts, and it's lovely to study this stuff. But I'm going to hit you with something. You can do that simultaneously, but if you don't start applying this stuff, nothing's going to change. You're going to be in the theoretical space for the rest of your life, which is totally fine. But what I will tell you is, as you continue to investigate this information from your perspective, that gap between the higher self and symptomatology is going to get wider, and that pain that you feel gets more intense. Now, there's a paradox to this when we get into the quantum realm, which is sometimes the intensity of the pain that you feel is the precursor to the precipice of change. So I'm going to ask you guys, am I on the right track here, guys? Okay.
Yes.
All right, we're on the right track? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. So I'm going to ask you a question. Okay. You know this one thing that I always say, hey, let's move from judgment to observation. What am I talking about? I'll look up so I don't. So I'm not like the teacher, like, Jen, what's the deal? I don't know. I'll help. Nobody, listen, let me remind you of something. You cannot get this wrong, yes?
Well, let's start with, just, okay, so something happens, and instead of judging it as wrong or bad, switch from that sense of, oh, I did it wrong again. I can't believe I did this wrong again. Why aren't I just, doing better because I keep, to, oh, this happened again. So it's a different energy.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Who'd like to add more?
Not taking it personally, I think, but
Excellent.
like, just like Erin's saying, like noticing it, but not blaming yourself or making it like, beating yourself up.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily yourself either. You can do it, you observe other people and the way they act and react.
Yes. Let's not confuse not taking it personally and blaming ourselves, but please do not confuse that with taking accountability.